I remember high school. Every day, I would get dropped off, go to class, and after school, I would skateboard. I would go downtown, I would go to my friend's house, I would meet up with them, I would travel, I would find all of the best spots, and it was the only thing that I wanted to do. I would go home and I'd practice for hours. In many ways, it still is. I owe so much to skateboarding. It's the reason for my interest in photography, videography, aesthetics, and the general creativity that I try and exhibit in all of the other passions and things that I do. In a world where everyone is connected, we all have so much to do, and where everything happens so fast, how do we keep a place for passion within our lives? How do we balance responsibilities with the joy we feel when doing what we love? And is there a way to combine them both? In order to see what this balance might look like in real life, and to help foster it in my own, I've decided to talk to a few people who have made it their mission to try and live every minute of their day with passion. Robert Young is a good friend of mine here at the college. He has a passion for education, and he has decided to follow it by staying within the administration and making sure that Lafayette can offer the best education for the new people who are coming in as we leave. He's a very charismatic individual and believes that everyone should have a shot at the education that we've been blessed with.
It's always been told that we're selfish, self-centered. But for me, I think as a millennial, we tend to forget the people that came before us. Especially as a person of color, our community was centered around we're turning the we into a political movement. Where I think now we're so grateful and we have so much that we're turning the politically we into an individual I. My passion for education is one that is frustrating and rewarding all at the same time. It's frustrating to know that if you don't have the money, or if you're not of a particular socioeconomic class, or if you're not of a particular race or family background, that or even your own neighborhood, that it's a possibility that you won't get the same education as everyone else. And that to me alone is frustrating, where my passion for education, I want to give no matter what your status is, no matter what your race is, no matter what your gender is. I want to give you the best education because you deserve it. It starts so young. It starts at such a young age where if you preach education and promote education and show the tangible outcomes of education, you change a culture, you change a community, you change the outlook of one person. And that's really all it takes. You can never save the world. But if you can impact just somebody, that somebody may be that person that changes the world. So my goal with education is to really reach one to teach one. I don't know all the answers in the world. I'm not a person that can sit at a desk all day, so teaching is right up my alley because you're constantly engaging. And I think that's one of the benefits, and I think a lot of people in the older generations don't realize how accessible we are and how well connected, how global our generation really is. Everything is so accessible for us. I couldn't tell you the last time I opened the dictionary, but that just shows how far technology has come, where it was just elementary school where I had vocabulary words and things of that sort where I had to find a definition and write it in a sentence, where now I can call Siri and Siri will tell me the word, or I can put it in Google and I can find it. And I think that alone just shows the advancements of our generation where everything is accessible. And I think that is powerful alone to know that my experience is now global. I'm not limited to my box, but that's only possible through the generations before us.
Talking to Rob, I'm reminded that we all have opportunities in life, and a truly successful person is one who grabs all of the things that they're given and runs with them.
Have you ever been here?
660?
Yeah.
No. What's like the story with them?
It's two people run it. Been there for a few years. It's just a nice skate community type thing.
That's dope. Do they just have like a mini ramp there, or do they have like boxes or anything?
Nah, strictly it's two mini ramps.
Oh,
One
sure.
bigger, one smaller.
Sure. Josh was one of the people who I used to skate with every day after school. We kind of grew up together. I've known him since the better part of 4th or 5th grade. The one thing about Josh is that he's always single-mindedly loved skateboarding so much that it really was the only thing that he wanted or could even imagine himself doing. So when I found out that he started a skateboard company, I thought that it was just, a natural progression of things. I decided to meet up with him so he could shed light on what led him to this decision and how he's been progressing his company and building it along the way. This building looks so legit.
Yeah, I'm Josh Ettinger. I own Chunk Skateboards, a local brand out of New Jersey. Run out of my room. We're at the 660 brand.
Like what was this place?
I honestly have no idea. I know it wasn't like it was just like one big room. Like they built this, I think. Like it used to just be one ramp too, I believe. And now, yeah, we did all this shit. Like all that is new from since I've been here.
Shit, dude.
It's pretty sick though.
That's dope.
I guess that's the sign right there. Office furniture and appliances. 660 Grand Street. We got like probably 8 key holders. Dude Brian lives here. The Corey makes shirts down there. There's like a little wood shop beneath us right now. We have parties here. Skate jams, I don't know, it's fucking ill. I've been skating since I was probably like 13 or 14. All the homies were doing it.
Would you describe it as like your passion?
Definitely. I mean, yeah, I base my life around it. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I just fucking love skateboarding. It's always been in my life.
Sure. And I guess it's great that you've like the 660 ramp, like you guys could sort of like work together, kind of, I guess. Or like there's always like a crew, you know. Crews are important in skateboarding.
Give you a sneak peek. So that graphic. Might be able to see it.
I picked up the guitar when I was 13 years old. I remember the exact moment that I decided I wanted to play guitar. Actually, I was 11, and my dad was playing a song by Dire Straits called Sultans of Swing. And the solo on there just blew me away, and I immediately wanted to play guitar. Dude, awesome. Awesome job, man. This is sick. Hey, my name is Alex Musso, and I'm in a band called Hoochie Coochie Men. We were formed here at Lafayette. We were in different bands, just kind of playing around, and we met up not knowing we really had the same passion for the same kind of like 40s and 50s like soul and blues music. So we got together and started the band. And we didn't really know, at first we thought it was going to be like a side project and really not really realize how much we loved it. But we all just had this like, we would just like, play these shows, and for weeks afterwards we just had the biggest, dumbest smile on our faces because it was the greatest feeling in the world. Something that I can't really explain. It's just like, it's like almost like kind of like an addiction almost, for your heart, I guess. As cheesy as that sounds. So it's always been a deep passion of mine, and something that I really feel I can express myself through the guitar. It was conflicting because we weren't sure what we you know, whether we wanted to take that path that most people take. You know, you graduate, you immediately start looking for jobs, and the more conventional route, which is fine and that's great. But at the same time, it was conflicting because we had this deep passion that we wanted to pursue, and it's not something that everybody understands. So we just decided that after talking about it for a while, we figured that, you know, we're young, we're 21, 22, and we have our whole lives ahead of us, you know, to settle down and everything, and really the only ties we have are to ourselves, which I feel is something that you need to, you know, take advantage of while you can. So, you know, it's spring of 2014, and, you know, I'm really happy to say that this summer we're going on a 2.5 month long tour, 50 show dates, some festivals, all from Maine to North Carolina, and that's really what's in the, you know, foreseeable future, and, you know, who knows where that's going to take us, you know. And if not, and if at the end of the day that's really all that comes out of it, then I know that personally I can still be happy saying that I chased my dream, and you know, I won't regret. I won't regret anything. You know, I'm older. I can say that I did that and tried it.
We're what I like to call creatively compressed. I mean, and of course, one might argue that the point of a liberal arts education is to open you up to like as many possibilities as they can, you know, and to give you that name behind your name that allows you to, like, you know, break into fields that you wouldn't be able to break into without the college education. And that's definitely relevant, and that's in like my mind too, swirling around with these ideas. But, you know, sometimes it's just like, at what cost, you know? We major in school. We go with what we like. But hey, we're how old? 19, 20 years old, like, with these, like, you know, loans and all of that, and just like the outrageous price of private institutions. We go with what we like to do. We also go with what we think will make money. Just, you know, having an early start on something that you really think that you could dedicate your entire life to, back when you have that creativity of youth before you're boxed in, I think that, you know, sometimes people who tap into that and are able to really cement, you know, what they want to do early on in life can, you know, benefit massively from that, like, you know, regardless of what institution is behind their name. I just don't like other people necessarily telling me what to do. I don't know, I guess that sounds kind of like a douche. Not like I wouldn't take a nice job, but if at all possible, I would definitely like to do my own thing, you know. I wish somebody would just pay me for, like, you know, being me. To be honest, I think it sums up the plight of, like, a lot of people my age. And it's the desire to not want to have to compromise. I don't want to do a job that I hate doing. But anyway, I'm looking for people who do exactly what they want to do every day and base their life around that with no ifs, ands, and buts about it, no trade-offs, just like people who go out and do exactly what they want to do every day, and that's their career.